A warm welcome to the newsroom with Fidelia Aguncha. President Muhammadu Buhari has commiserated with the family of former Minister of Science and Technology Sam Mulma. In a statement signed by spokesperson Femi Adesina, Buhari said Mulma distinguished himself in academics and greatly improved the intellectual capacity of the military and lived a memorable life serving the country and humanity. President Buhari has also commiserated with the family of late Afenifere leader Ayo Fasomi, who died on Wednesday. In a statement by his special advisor, Femi Adesina, Buhari described his death as a big loss to Nigeria. The former chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association section on business law, Olumide Akpata, is maintaining a huge lead in the NBA national elections that got underway at 11 p.m. on Wednesday. Akpata, who is the only non-senior advocate of Nigeria among the three presidential candidates, has so far polled 8,075 votes, which is 53.7% as at Thursday afternoon. His closest challenger, Babatunde Ajibade SAN, has garnered 3,616 votes, which is 24.1% of the vote, while a former NBA General Secretary, Dele Adesina SAN, is in the rear with 3,343 votes, which is 22.2% of the votes cast. Voting will end by 11 p.m. on Thursday night. 3 suspected bandits have been killed at Ruwandurawa village in Dunsima local government area of Katsina State. During a gun duel with the police, it was learned that the suspected bandits met their death early on Tuesday when the police area commander for Dunsima led a combined team of the counter-terrorism unit and vigilante group members in the area to repel a group of bandits who stormed the village at about 1 a.m. Eyewitnesses say the bandits had stormed the village and rustled some animals when distress calls were made to security team. The security team reportedly went after the bandits and ambushed them, leading to the gun battle. The 3 bandits reportedly died during the shootout, while the team recovered 1 AK-47 rifle, 6 motorcycles, 17 Russell cows, and 40 sheep from them. The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, says it has secured the conviction of more than 500 traffickers and rescued over 18,000 victims across the country from 2004 to date. Uyo Zonal Commander of the agency, Nduka Nwanne, announced this on Thursday in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, in commemoration of this year's World Day Against Trafficking in Persons. The zonal commander said women and girls constitute over 70% of trafficked victims in Nigeria and the world, hence the importance of the commemoration to raise awareness. World Day Against Trafficking in Persons is celebrated annually on July 30, following a United Nations declaration on the need to raise awareness on the plight of trafficked victims across the world. The theme of this year's commemoration is committed to the cause, walking on the front line to end human trafficking, which focuses on the efforts of first responders. We'll take a break here to bring you more stories. Stay with us.
James, I don't know. You know the answer your call. Try. This. Hello.
Is this Mr. Peter? I'm calling from the NCDC. Your friend, Mr. James Okripocha, was brought in this morning and tested positive for the coronavirus. He mentioned that he had been in close contact with you.
God forbid bad thing.
Sir, I am not saying that you have the virus, but you have spent some time with him over the past 14 days and it is better if you self-isolate immediately.
I don't know any James at all. Even only James in the Bible that I know as a good Christian.
Sir, he showed us pictures.
Now, wow.
If you have come in contact with someone who has tested positive for the coronavirus, self-isolating is key to protecting those around you. Remember, viruses don't move, people do. Stopping the spread is in your hands.
This message is from the Akinfade Foundation in partnership with the National Orientation Agency with support from MacArthur Foundation.
Welcome back. Nigeria hit a record low on Wednesday with 404 new coronavirus infections confirmed in 19 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) confirmed the new cases on Wednesday night. The new figure is the lowest for the month of July. The daily recovery rate also dropped significantly compared to the figures in about 1 week, with 240 persons discharged within the past 24 hours. 5 new deaths were also confirmed on Wednesday, increasing the number of fatalities from 868 to 873. Nigeria currently has 42,208 confirmed COVID-19 cases, of which 22,331 are active. 256 Nigerians have been evacuated from Morocco and Niger Republic. Out of this figure, 98 Nigerians were evacuated from Morocco and are expected back home today, Thursday, while 158 were from Niger Republic and they arrived the country late on Wednesday night. The returnees are among thousands of Nigerians who were stranded in various countries abroad as a result of the global lockdown imposed since March 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Morocco returnees are mainly professionals and students from various institutions. The governor of Ogun State, Dakpo Abiodun, has announced that anyone who is caught in public without a face mask will be severely punished. According to him, flouting the order can earn such persons up to 6 months imprisonment under an extant regulation and state law. The governor said this at a briefing on Wednesday ahead of the Eid al-Kabir celebrations. He also noted that the state will not be celebrating owing to COVID-19 restrictions, which discourages large gatherings, whether for prayers or partying. The governor, however, announced that religious centers will be allowed to reopen from August 14 amid strict guidelines. 4 out of the 50 people arrested in a nightclub in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, have tested positive for COVID-19. The club attendees were arrested in the early hours of July 18 by officials of the Kwara Technical Committee on COVID-19. They were quarantined and their samples were taken for COVID-19 tests. Speaking to journalists on Wednesday in Ilorin, Femi Oladiji, Chairman, Medical Advisory Committee on COVID-19 in the state, said the affected persons had been contacted. He maintained that majority of the cases in Kwara were asymptomatic and such patients were expected to self-isolate in their homes, while those experiencing symptoms can come to the isolation centers. Let's take another break here to bring you business stories and more.
Mr. John! What is it now?
What is it now?
Please turn down the volume of your music. It's too loud.
And how is that your business?
It is disturbing me. I can't sleep.
And the same way you are disturbing my right to good music and where I enjoy it. What's wrong with you? Is any other person complaining?
Maybe we thought that you have lost your mind. Are you having a party?
I'm just respecting you, sir. You remember I paid my husband too.
You will not understand why we are complaining because you do not care about other people except yourself. Look, the transformation we need in this country begins in this compound.
Yes, now.
From you, and I. This, your selfishness is an offshoot of corruption. And corruption,
not in my country.
You know, go to your bank.
Corruption not in my country.
On Digi 360, we don't just ask the questions. What is wrong with amending the Constitution the way the National Assembly members have been doing it? We seek answers.
Constitution is constituent. Our problem is not lack of laws. Our problem is lack of the willpower to implement our laws.
Answers that provide clarity.
While we negotiate, we should try to make it a point that the girls must be complete.
The clarity you need to make informed judgment so that you can make the right decision and take action. People are saying it is you politicians that are responsible for this, that you are the reason why this is happening.
All these dollars that call themselves governors in this country?
I wish we had people like Tony at the National Assembly.
God forbid that I go to join that band.
Digi 360, providing clarity to issues.
Let's now talk business. Oil prices slipped on Thursday, weighed down by concerns that surging coronavirus infections around the globe could jeopardize a recovery in fuel demand, just as major oil producers are set to raise output. The most active Brent crude contract for October fell by 2 cents to $44.07 a barrel, while the September Brent contract, which is expiring on Friday, fell by 7 cents to $43.68 a barrel in light trading. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures were down by 5 cents to $41.22 a barrel, and both benchmark contracts rose on Wednesday after U.S. Energy Information Administration reported the largest one-week fall in crude stocks since December. U.S. President Donald Trump has called for November's presidential election to be postponed until people can properly, securely, and safely cast their votes. U.S. states are opting for mail-in votes this year to make postal voting easier due to public health concerns over the coronavirus pandemic. But Trump suggested in a series of tweets without providing evidence that the voting system would be susceptible to foreign interference. He added that it would make November's vote the most inaccurate and fraudulent election in history and a great embarrassment to the USA. Aston Villa have appointed FC Coppenham technical director Johan Lang as their new sporting director. The 40-year-old takes over from Jesus Pitach, who left Villa on Monday, a day after the club secured Premier League survival on the final day. Lang has experience of English football, having worked as assistant to Steele Solbakken during his spell as manager of Wolverhampton Wanderers during the 2012-2013 season. Villa's 4-game unbeaten run at the end of the season saw them to safety, with Sunday's 1-1 draw at West Ham one of 8 points they earned in that time. And that's the latest from the newsroom at this hour. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.